we wanted to talk to you because you're a songwriter, you're a guitar player, you record, and we're talking about songwriting. And there's a lot of young songwriters. There's some people that have been songwriting for a long time that are just curious. Maybe there's some tips and some fresh ideas. And we've approached all kinds of parts of songwriting, and we just want to know. I mean, I guess a great way to start this off is, how do you write a song? What's your process?
Lonnie, you're a songwriter. I mean, I don't think there is a set way to write a song, you know. Like, for example, my last song is probably the first time that I literally wrote the lyrics about something that I was going through, something really personal. And I started writing like a journal. But because I'm a songwriter, I'm writing stuff that rhymes or makes sense in that way, you know. And then I go, I need to make this into a song. I mean, I always wanted to make that into a song. And then it was the first time I wrote the music much later, after I wrote this, I wouldn't say story. It was literally my life that was happening at that moment. And I wrote about it. And I was listening to a lot of Chris Stapleton and those guys, and I'm going, oh my God, these guys are sounding really good now. You know, that's the kind of sound I want to sort of attempt. And so I wrote music to those lyrics, but that's the first time I did that. So that most of the times I'm writing a chorus about an idea that I have in mind. Whether it's most of my songs are about girls, right? Not anymore. But it's slowly shifting to life, you know. And well, to be fair, I'm just kidding. I mean, I've written some serious material as well. But yeah, I always write I'm always at my guitar. I need my guitar to write music, you know. I always need my guitar, which is why it's my excuse to buy a lot of guitars. I'm just saying. You know, so I'm always sitting with my guitar and I'm coming up with chord structures and a melody that's just in my head, you know. Like I might come up with a tune. The tune just comes up with the idea that's in my head about something that's really in my life at that moment. It could be anything. It could be my dog. It could be my mum. It could be a girl. It could be a brand new guitar. You know, it could be anything. It could just be you being messed up by somebody who you thought was a friend and who's betrayed you. You know, things like that. You know, it could be literally a sad situation, a happy situation. And you have that concept in your head. You know, you know exactly what you want to say in your head. But then you got to put that down to paper, of how someone can relate to that in their own way. You know, I think one of the best ways, or rather one of the things songwriters should attempt, or new songwriters, is write about what you want to write about, right? But something very personal to you, but make it in such a way, or write it in such a way that it's so broad that 10 people can use it for their own different situations. Even though that's your personal thing, but 10 other people can relate to it for their own personal things. I think that's the mark of a great songwriter. If you can
telling
get
your
to
own
that
story,
stage,
but making it relatable to anyone.
Yeah, like, okay, a girl dumped you and you're drinking or whatever. You know, you can write about that for yourself, but I'm sure at least 20 other guys can relate to that. But don't make it so personal that they can't relate to it. Make it a little more general, but at the same time so passionate that you feel it. When you're singing it, you feel that feeling that you're feeling, you know.
Right on. So typically you pick up your guitar, you've got this vibe going, you got this emotion.
Yes.
I've said to a lot of songwriters and artists when they're going through something hard, you know how it is. We all talk to each other. Yeah. And you know, they'd be like, man, I'm going through this thing. And I always say, write about it. Even if you never use it, you're going through, just like you said, you're going through that thing in your life, write about it. And it will come across that it's real.
Yeah, absolutely. It's this new thing that just keeps coming up on my phone. It goes journaling. Write about something that you've been, or they go, oh, we've got this new idea for you to write about. And I'm thinking, hey, that's such a great concept that the phone's telling you to remember to write about something you just did. Maybe you just went to the airport and about your guitar, or you took a couple of photos, and it goes, hey, write about that. And I'm like, you know what? I could write a shitloads of songs just with these ideas that every day I'm writing stuff. And it's a journal. And as a songwriter, that journal could be your Bible for songs. You know, it's just amazing.
Well, you know, as long as the phone's not actually telling you, hey, I understand you're feeling this. I already wrote this song for you. Here it is.
Well, that's AI now. That's AI. You know, I must tell you this. When the Chat GPT thing happened, and they were talking about, oh, AI can write your song in your style or sing in your style. So I opened Bing, which has this Chat GPT thing on it. I go, write a song like Oliver Shawn. Boom, man! It gave me 3 freaking songs in my style. And I'm like, no way. This is going to make things so easy. No, but a lot of it was crap. You know, it would take an idea from a song.
How good it is now.
It is.
And it's never going to get worse. It's only going to get better. So what's your thought on that? I mean, what do we do as songwriters? What do we do about that?
Oh, Jesus. I don't know if I'm okay with that or if I'm not okay with that, because I know it can't really write a song in the true sense. It's just going to copy things and just come up with, maybe take 3 of your songs and use those ideas, and you know what I mean. But it's never gonna do it in the right way. But a lot of young songwriters might lose out on learning to write songs in the right way. And they would go, oh, you know what? I've got this great tune. Which is a lot of young guys would do that, right? They'll get a nice melody, but they can't write a song. And they'll go like, fuck it. Oh, let's Chat GPT it, you know. Let's write a song like Bon Jovi, and I'll write this guitar lick, and I think we're going to get a lot of bad songs.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean. You know, maybe not bad, but very manufactured stuff, which as independent musicians, we move away from,
right?
Because at least me, you know, manufactured stuff is something I just can't relate to, because most of the pop stuff now, it's all manufactured, you know. I don't know. You're the producer, man. You're the guy who knows more about that.
I mean, you're a blues guitarist and all, but so I mean, as far as the AI thing, I've seen a lot of technology come and it doesn't go. It just comes and it develops and it evolves into something else, and we have no way of knowing what's coming. We can guess. What I do know is it's not going away, and so as artists, I think we just got to figure out what to do with it, or we can do nothing with it. Getting mad about it doesn't fix it. You know.
I think a lot of made musicians might get mad about it when a lot of creators are just going to make a song or say sing like Beyonce, and you got to get a song just like it's happened already on Spotify, hasn't it?
Drakes and
you know, like this,
all that already.
Correct. But as musicians or as creators or independent musicians who do a lot of stuff on our own, AI could be a really good thing for you. For example, you know, you write a good song, you produce a good song, collaborate, whatever, and then instead of spending a shitload of money in the studio, like for example, Abbey Road or whatever, and you can't afford it, and you could do maybe a little bit of mixing and mastering. I think AI tools are coming in very soon, where you just put a song into Logic, tell Logic, AI, mix this for me and master it, and boom, you're going to get a song perfectly mixed and mastered, you know. I wouldn't say perfectly, but at least to a level that you could release it. It's still not going to be a Lonnie Park produced track, but it's still going to have some sort of elements which make it commercial enough.
Well, eventually,
you know what I mean? You know, rather than make it a demo.
You know, write a song like Oliver Shawn, you might be able to say, mix this like Lonnie Park. It may happen. It may.
There you go. Exactly. Exactly. And they're going to have, I can guarantee you that, you're a Grammy Award producer, you're going to have, what you call those templates? A Lonnie Park template. You won't even know about it, man. They're just going to go, Lonnie Park template, boom, I want a song like that. Click it, and it's done. You know, it's as simple as that. And that's I think it's a good thing. Maybe not for you, but it's definitely good for me.
That's right. That's right, man.